going on, guys? This is your boy Snuckle404 back at it again with another gameplay video for you guys. And let me just go ahead and start this video off and let you guys know that first and foremost, this is not a rant. I promise you this isn't a rant or anything like that. But it's just basically me going over the things I really miss about Destiny, because we're already into year 3, and it just seems like, you express your concerns, they listen, they make small minor changes, but the God honest truth about it, you can't please everyone. And the thing about it, which I'm going to get into more, is first I'm going to start with the PvE content, and then as you'll see later in game when it switches over to PvP, then I'll talk about it. First and foremost, if you guys been liking my video, if you go ahead and leave me a thumbs up, it'd be greatly appreciated. I put out daily content, and if you haven't already, you can hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. As you guys see, I'm originally playing one of the old raids. This was something new. Obviously, you can see me running the sword. But basically, when it comes to Destiny, I feel like the PvE content is pretty good. One main thing that I would really like is to first and foremost bring back those old raids, because I just love playing. Atheon is pretty much still my favorite raid of all time, even though we got the new Wrath of Machine, which I enjoy very much, and it's very similar to Atheon because it's primarily just DPS during to the bosses. I really just enjoy Atheon because first and foremost, I look at it, this is high baby when it comes to Destiny, because this was the very first raid we got. Everyone going through it to try to get the Vex Mythoclaws, also just trying to get those Sparrows, Fatebringer, the Fountain Verdict, all these great weapons and things like that in the game that you only can get through doing this raid. And luckily, even though I had one before, I actually just did this raid, and I was very fortunate and lucky to actually get the Fountain Verdict and the Fatebringer all in this one run. Hate me, I know. I hate me too. But basically, guys, it's just the thought of, like, I don't know how to really express it, but like I enjoy Destiny, and I just feel like right now it's kind of in a spiral, because you do have the people that play it day in and day out. You got those hardcore grinders that still playing it, trying to get everything they can as far as like all the ornaments, make sure they have all the weapons, all the god rolls they want on the weapons and things like that. Me, I'm just happy to get it. I get the weapons. I'm kind of like, hey, I'm satisfied or whatever. I don't mind, not playing it for a while, because I've done my run. I've done what I needed to do, and I know certain people feel that same way. But like, hey, we did it. Like, I look at it when playing Trials. I don't really care for Trials too much. I do like the competitive side of it, and I don't mind keep playing it over and over, because it does give me something to do and look forward to on the weekend, just to keep my PvP skills up. But at the same time, I have the Exile Student, I have the Blind Perdition, I have the Vision Stone, I have all this. So it's like, what more do I really need to do? And I don't just use those weapons in PvP. This is something I use in the PvE element also. But it's just the thought, guys, of Destiny Spiral is just kind of crazy. And you would think, like, with it being this long, you think that they would have like content to do every month. Like, I understand you have your Iron Banner that comes once a month, you got Trials every weekend, you do got your reset and stuff like that, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, but the Nightfalls are all done in one day by me and my group. So within like that hour or whatever, we can all solo it, but we decide just to hang together and do it. Strikes, I really don't have too much reason to do strikes unless you're just still looking for those certain pieces that you get out of the chest and things. I think you get one out of the Golgoroth one. I think you get the Hunter Arms. If you're still trying to get the Titan helmet from the Dark helmet and things like that, which once again, I say it's pretty cool if you're still grinding and you want to do that, but I'm pretty much over it. I don't really know what to say, guys. Like, I don't feel the need to really play Destiny anymore until like new content comes out, which I know that I believe Sparrow Racing League is the next thing to come up, because it comes out in December. I don't know when it comes out in December. I don't know if it's just gonna be that first week that it comes out, or if it'll be later on in the month. But pretty much after that, what's next? And it just really, I found myself really asking what's next when playing Destiny a lot, because they don't offer a lot of content. When the new update came out, I forgot actually the name of it, but what Lord Shax, I'm sorry, Saladin, and just doing all this stuff with the Wrath of the Machine. We got that story mission was knocked out in a day. You're like, oh, cool. The story mission was cool. Now we gotta wait a couple more days to do the raid. The raid gets here. You wait for one of the major streamers like Datto or Gigs or anybody to do it, so you know what to do. So you do it. You're like, oh, cool. You know, can't wait the next week. You do it again, and you luckily maybe just like I was fortunate enough, I was able to get all the raid gear and stuff all in one run. Then you're just looking at the same thing of still thinking, okay, what now? Like, don't get me wrong, Destiny is a great game, and I enjoy playing PvE. Like, even going back now and playing a lot of the old mission, I do get that feeling of, man, this game is still good, you know, and there's so many unturned stones in this game. But it's like, I feel like when it comes to that story, they just jump around a lot, because I'm still trying to think, hey, what's going on with the Stranger? What's going on with the Cabal? When are we going to get one of those raids? I'm hoping it's in Destiny 2, and if not, I really think Bungie's going to be looking at a lot of people that's going to be extremely pissed about it, things like that. But all in all, guys, we just got to hope for the best. Now, for the main thing that I spend a lot of my time on in Destiny is pretty much PvP. And it's just a lot to say about that, starting with the article that Bungie actually put out. When it comes to matchmaking, here our design goals: provide you with a clean connection to your fellow players, keep the time you spend in orbit between matches to a minimum, set a match between you and a worthy opponent in that order. So it seems like that skill base seems more of a balance where it's supposed to be like the region you're in and playing against good people in your region, which I can kind of respect. Because, like, I respect it, but a lot of times I don't want to always go on the sweaty matches, because I do have, like, a decent KD. And I don't mind sometimes playing against good people, but a lot of times it's like I'm playing against good people, but I always get matched up with a bad team. And when I mean bad team, I mean, like, awful. Like, these kids just don't seem to know what they're doing or whatever. All in all, man, I still love Destiny, still love PvE, still love PvP, but I just really want them to find that center balance. Hopefully they find it in time before Destiny 2 come out and actually have like some beta testing, just to, you know, get people a hands-on feel for it, so we can know exactly what we're going into, and we can actually give them feedback after playing, rather than just to put something out, then we tell them, then it takes months on end for them to try to fix it. But all in all, guys, just let me know how you feel. Go ahead and write it down in the description below if you agree with me or if I'm just ranting or whatever. Definitely want to hear some feedback, and I will catch you guys next time in the next video, and enjoy the rest of your night.